Hey my good people, how y'all out there doing today? Y'all know I gotta just have some real talk for my ladies and my gentlemen. I know that it's getting cold out. For some states it's already winterified, winter cold. I know where I'm from up in Pennsylvania, that snow belt, they already cold, which causes people to want to be booed up. Well, I just want to tell y'all on y'all journey and in y'all process of being booed up, be protected, be safe. You know, we worrying about people trying to just be booed up because they want to use you for the winter. We worried about people being booed up, you know, and then, you know, they just want to have some place to stay warm for the winter or whatever we worried about. But the main thing we need to be worried about is that people who is passing out that like they Christmas candy, Christmas gifts. People passing out that they ain't caring who they giving it to. I'm telling y'all, it's real. It's so real. It's so real, the life that we live into death. You got to protect you and always be about you. Always know your status. So while you lonely, don't ever be that lonely. While you want to be booed up, don't ever want to be that badly booed up. That you would sacrifice your life, your health, your self-awareness. And I say that because I met a guy and you know, he was cool. We were real cool, you know what I mean? He was good people. He from up north too, so you know, he had that little thing about him that we like because we from up north. You know, so we got to talking about life and relationships and standards and goals and visions and dreams, and he used to be in ministry at one point, and you know, we were talking and getting to know each other. And then y'all know me, those of y'all that are personal friends that follow me and are subscribed to my channel. Y'all know since I had some incidents years ago, I'm the one that like we dating. If we gonna be ended up having some type of sexual encounter, we both gonna need to get tested. I know that I'm good, but just so you don't think I'm just putting you off out there, let's go do this. And so me and the gentleman got in a conversation about it, and he kept making statements off and on. You know, days passed after the first initial conversation. He kept saying stuff like, oh, so you need to see the receipts. I said, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have no problem showing you my receipts. He's like, oh, okay. So, okay. I said, so after a while of him continuing to ask that question so strangely, I said, well, are you nervous about taking it? I said, because I can respect that, because some people have never taken an AIDS, an HIV test, or, you know, whatever, HPV, whatever, that's all out there. Nobody, you know, people don't get blood tested for certain things. And I said, you know, I can respect that. You know, I respect that if you're fearful, because my very first time, you know, I was horrified. You know, my oldest son was probably 2. I said, and that was scary to not know, you know, because you think you know people and you trust them with your life, with your body. So, you know, he kept saying different things. And so the last conversation, he brought it up again. And I said to him, well, I just feel like anybody should want to know. I said, do you have a problem with knowing? So in the back of my mind, I'm like, you must already know something. Because why are you acting so weirded out, and you grown, you in your 40s? So I'm confused. So he makes a comment to me, something like, well, people who have stuff, they the ones that be itching and stuff. I said, what? He said, you know, they be scratching and itching. I said, we all grown. That's exactly what I said. I said, we all grown out here. We know exactly that is not how it is. If you're HIV positive, you're not going to be itching. You don't even detect anything if you don't ever go until you get sick, and it's usually you have full-blown AIDS. I said, so what are you talking about? There's stuff in your blood that you only can detect by getting tested. I said, now if you got crabs, maybe warts, herpes, I guess you'll be itching and scratching. I said, but no, there's more than just those visual sexually transmitted diseases. So he got quiet or whatever, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna get ready and I'll talk to you later. So in the back of my head, I'm like, well, something must be wrong, and he know it's wrong, because this ain't normal behavior. So I let it go to the next day because I didn't rest well. My spirit, always pay attention to your spirit, wouldn't let me rest well. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on. So I didn't rest right. So the next morning I knew he was at work and I was on my way, and I sent him a little video. You know, when I want to conversate with people who I know can't talk, or they act like they trying to elude or divert, because people good at diversions. The conversation, I'll video you because you act like you're afraid to talk face to face, you know, or over ear to ear, and actually, but have the other person actually on the other end. So I did my little video, you know, and I let him know that I felt very uncomfortable about our conversation, and I felt like he was eluding the situation, and I almost feel like he knows that he has something and he don't want to tell me that he does. I said I wouldn't judge you if you did. I said I would still want to very much be a very good friend of yours. We can hang out and do whatever. You know, I wouldn't judge you or just throw you away if he was HIV positive. We couldn't sleep together, of course, but definitely I wouldn't just dog you out like, oh, you got something. That's not who I am. And I was plain, and I said it just as humble and sweet. And next thing I know, he like, well, he texts me back, well, how do I know that you don't have anything? And I feel like, you know, you asking me. So me, you know, nowadays you can go to your doctors. You can sign up for a portal that directs you to an email account that keeps all your direct medical files. So what I did was went back to my last workup, which was in May, and I screenshotted everything that I took: the HPV, herpes, chlamydia, trichomonas, all of that workup. You know, the blood workup for the HIV. I did all of that. And I showed him every last one. I had about 5 screenshots. Boop, 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 boop. This brother texted me back and said, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. What? Because if you would violate somebody's HIPAA, I said, that's against the law. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. It's illegal for you to get documents. I said, first of all, these are my documents. What I'm going to do, sue myself? I said, something must be wrong. Because for you to go to the ends of the earth to argue about my own personal documents that I'm sharing with you to let you know I'm good upon you making a statement, how do I know that you're not, you know, having some type of disease? From that, he goes off. He goes to a whole nother level, and then he blocked me. What does that say to y'all? We got to be very careful, because he seemed like the nicest guy in the world. And if I was a dumb woman, an uneducated woman, an unconscious woman, it's a possibility that I would have slept with that man, because we're human, possibly unprotected, and could possibly be walking around here on fire. So don't be ever too booed up or too lonely or it's too cold that you will put your own life at risk. Know your status. That's why I put that post up. Glad to be at the doctors. Know your status. Because people out here passing that stuff around like it's candy and they not caring. And if you don't ask questions, if you ain't a person who's cautious, they'll roll on over in the hay with you like it ain't nothing. And they know they positive. That's scary. And that's dangerous. The lovelessness that people have. So, baby, you better love you. See, in the midst of that, I still was willing to be the light in his darkness. That if you did have something, I was not just going to throw you away and not talk to you no more. Or none of that. I said I would still be your friend. I would still not treat you any different. It just couldn't be nothing than us hanging out. You know, it couldn't be nothing cross no other lines. Some people might say that's selfish, you could do it, but I'm just telling you, it could be whatever it's going to be. Hey, I got my beautiful babies. I got my beautiful life. So at the end of the day, he mad. He blocked me. And I'm like, wow. And it's crazy because I sent them results to someone else. And their response was totally different. It was, oh, okay, that's what's up. I see you. That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't, oh my God, that's a red flag. I was like, what in the world are you talking about? And I sent him because I want to know another male's opinion. If I sent you this, would you be offended? They was like, they said, hell no. Why would I be offended? You showing me you legit, you good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, the next question should be saying, can I produce the same result you produce? And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the response. Adults that are mature, who are clear or clean, or maybe they don't even know. But somebody that would know there's something going on with them is the reaction. So y'all be safe this winter. Be aware. Be conscious, women. Men, be conscious. Because we have just as many women who are vindictive as men is and will pass you that stuff too. It don't even got to be HIV. It could be anything. And pass it out like it's candy. Like they don't have a clue. So y'all know y'all status. And I've had to come through and slide in some real talk with y'all. Not only has it been a minute, but because this stuff is real life. And people is out here on their scandal. And they ain't caring about you and nobody else. So you got to love you. I love me. So anybody that deal with me, you get mad because I'm asking you, let's go to get tested for something. If you talking about, well, I think you this, you that, and, I would want to be serious with you. That's the level, that he possibly wanted to go to. We going to do that early in the game. Before that even goes anywhere, before you get feelings involved in that. No, let's go do it now. And so when a person reacts like that, it's something wrong already. And you need to know, y'all. Don't be so high and mighty and lonely or thirsty. Don't. Because you might sip from the wrong cup, baby. And you will thirst forevermore for healing waters. So be very careful, my people. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. Let one person slip through the crack. You can't even let one. So I love y'all. I'm continuing to be the light. And y'all continue to be the light in other people's darkness. And remember, boo, pray for me. Because I'm truly always praying for you. Respectfully, y'all know who it is. Money.